What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video, what we're going to be talking about is what exactly is Axie Infinity, how you can start playing Axie Infinity, and ways to make money on Axie Infinity. With that being said, please drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you want more crypto videos and if you want more Axie Infinity related videos. Now, Axie Infinity was originally launched in, I believe, 2018. This game has recently grown a lot of popularity because of the play to earn system that is inside of this video game. Now, Axie Infinity is an NFT video game. I'm actually going to pull up the Axie Infinity white papers. I'm going to go over those with you guys so that you guys have a more clear and better understanding on this NFT video game. All right, guys, so let's just jump right into it. So Axie Infinity, official Axie Infinity white papers, last updated December 2020. Axie Infinity is a Pokemon-inspired universe where anyone can earn tokens through skilled gameplay and contribution to the ecosystem. Players can battle, collect, raise, and build a land-based kingdom for their pets. All art assets and Axie genetic data can be easily accessed by third parties, allowing community developers to build their own tools and experiences in Axie Infinity universe. We're still in the early access. Axie is ranked the #1 Ethereum game by daily, weekly, and monthly active users. So a very important note to keep in mind, Axie is the #1 Ethereum-based NFT play-to-earn game. It actually generated, you can see right here, 13,000 Ethereum in revenue, which was roughly $16 million plus USD. Now, this was updated in December 2020. I believe that number is somewhere around 100 million. I believe actually a lot more than that. But we're going to check that on the marketplace. While Axie is a fun game, it's also taken on characteristics of social network and job platforms due to the strong community and play to earn opportunities that have come from its early access. All right, so with Axie Infinity, again, it's a play to earn video game. I'm going to be diving into how it actually works in a second. But as you can see, they stated that not only is Axie Infinity a video game that you can play, but you can also create a network and you can create jobs with the play to earn system that's inside of this video game. So Axie Infinity is really revolutionizing the way that you make money with the crypto space. Now, the key difference between Axie and a traditional game is that the blockchain economic design is used to reward our players for their contributions to the ecosystem. This new model of gaming has been dubbed play to earn. So again, by playing this game, you actually get rewarded in a cryptocurrency called SLP, which stands for Small Love Potion, which we'll be going more in depth on in the rest of this video. Many of these players are fathers, aunts, and even grandparents who have never used blockchain technology before. So getting into the nitty gritty, how can you actually make money by playing this game? Number one, competing in PvP battles to win leaderboard prizes, breeding Axies and selling them on the marketplace. So number one, being rewarded for these PvP battles on the leaderboard. And number two, breeding and selling your Axies on the marketplace. Next, collecting and speculating on rare Axies such as Mystics and Origins. So this is more for the collector side. For the investors, there are Mystics and Origin Axies. Those are basically the OG Axies and very rare Axies in the game. You can actually hold these Axies just like any other NFT, and as the game grows, the rarity and the value of these Mystics also increase in value. Next, one of the main ways that you're going to be making money on this play to earn game, farming for the love potions that are needed to breed Axies. These can be sold on exchanges such as Uniswap and Binance. So that love potion is actually called SLP. SLP is the token that you get rewarded every time you win a game in the PvP battles on arena mode on Axie Infinity. Next, starting in 2021, players can earn a governance token, AXS, which represents a real slice of the game universe. So basically, without going too in-depth on AXS, AXS is the token that you can actually use to breed your Axies to make more Axies, or you can simply be an investor, buy a bunch of AXS, hold that AXS and wait for a return. Or what they recently implemented was staking. So you can hold that AXS and you can also stake it, which actually caused a huge increase in the value of AXS. I believe it jumped from 60 USD all the way to 110 USD in a matter of a couple days when they introduced staking to AXS. So that's basically going to cover, a general introduction to Axie Infinity. Next, let's just go over the battling aspect of Axie Infinity. So like I said, Axie is a play to earn system. Just like any other video game, what it takes to actually play Axie Infinity is you need a team of 3 Axies. 3 Axies roughly go for anywhere from 500 USD to 1000 USD at the time of me making this video. Once you have that team of 3, you can actually enter the arena mode, which you can see right here, and you can actually battle other teams of Axies. And every time you win a match, you get rewarded SLP. Now, the amount you get rewarded can range from 3 to, I believe, 15 being the max, but it all depends on your ranking in the online arena. So as of recently, Axie recently updated the game where they really want to focus the ranking of arena players. So that way players aren't just coming in farming tokens on adventure mode, because you can actually earn SLP on adventure, but you can only earn a set supply of SLP. The real SLP will be earned on arena mode. Going a little more in depth on SLP and AXS, like real world pets, Axies can be bred to create new offspring. To avoid hyperinflation of Axies, there's a maximum amount of times an Axie can be bred before it is sterile. Breeding on Axie costs AXS and some smooth love potion depending on how many times the Axies have been bred. The AXS portion is variable and subject to adjustment based on a myriad of economic factors. Now, the next 2 points I'm about to read are very important to understand when playing Axie Infinity and understanding SLP. Axie Infinity does not sell SLP to players directly. Axie Infinity does not provide liquidity for SLP. So when you're farming for this SLP in the game, the only way to actually get that SLP is by playing the game. So if you're not playing the game, you can't actually buy SLP. Even if you believe that SLP will increase in value, the only way to actually obtain that coin is by playing the game and farming that SLP. Next, Axie Infinity does not provide liquidity for SLP. So when you're cashing out your SLP, you're not being paid by Axie Infinity. You're not being paid by Mavis Hub. You're simply cashing out and exchanging on the Ethereum network and converting to whatever coin of your choosing. Typically, it's wrapped Ethereum. That's where a lot of people transition, so that way they can actually cash in their profits. But you can realistically do it with any coin as long as the exchange allows it. Now, like they said, there's a certain amount of times you can actually breed an Axie. The reason they have a limit of 7 is because, again, they don't want to hyperinflate Axie Infinity, and the cost of SLP it takes to breed these Axies actually increases every single time you breed them. So let's say you have an Axie, let's say it's never been bred before, you want to breed that Axie to create a new one, that's going to cost you 600. Let's say you want to breed it again, 900, again 1500, again 2400, and so on and so forth until you get the max cost of 10,200 SLP. Now, something very important, why would you want to get invested into Axie Infinity? Axie is a new type of game that rewards players for the time and effort they spend both playing and growing the ecosystem. It's currently October 4th at the time I'm making this video. If you're watching this video right now, you are in the early stages of Axie Infinity. And I cannot stress this enough. Whatever you're seeing with SLP, whatever you're seeing with the economy right now, this is the baby stages of any video game, right? Just like Call of Duty, just like games like Fortnite, Apex Legends, there was a starting base to any game. I personally believe that Axie Infinity is essentially the game that's going to pave NFT gaming, because if you're unaware right now, if this is your first time actually looking at NFT gaming, a lot of other games are following the protocol of Axie Infinity. So why would you want to invest into a project that's new, high risk, not sure of the future, when there's a game like Axie Infinity that's already paving the way, that's done it already, has been gaining popularity? Instead of trying to find a new project, this project is literally still in the baby stages. You can ride the wave of Axie Infinity. Now, another way to put it, just like CryptoPunks, there was a first of its kind. Now a lot of NFT projects are following CryptoPunks. Again, Axie Infinity is paving the way of play to earn gaming. Again, that's personally why I'm investing into this game, because I want to be here, when it takes off to 20 cents and it's holding that 20-cent price point. At the time of making this video, I'm going to go over technicals, but I believe it's holding around 9 cents per SLP token. All right, so that's basically going to cover the general introduction for Axie Infinity. Like I said, it's a 3v3 play to earn game. You need 3 Axies to start up. It costs anywhere from 500 to 1,000 USD to play the game. And this is the Axie Infinity website. It's axieinfinity.com. So what we're going to be doing is actually going over the marketplace. So as you can see, in the last 24 hours, the total trading volume was around 7,000 ETH or $23 million, right? So this game has definitely, look, you can even see in the last 7 days, last 30 days, 500 million. So this game is definitely well over $1 billion in amount of volume in and out. Again, very important to look at this game if you're looking to make an investment, right? And like I said, this game can actually provide lots of different opportunities for people around the world. All right, so let's just dive into the marketplace. Like I said, the way that you play is you get a team of 3. So as you can see, there's different characteristics, there's different classes, there's different breed counts. As you dive more into the game, you'll understand these a lot more. Now, when playing this game, there's different classes. As you can see, Beast, Plant, Bug, Mech, Dusk, Aqua, Bird, Reptile, Dawn. All these different classes can counter each other. Some actually do more damage against each other. Kind of like a complex version of rock, paper, scissors. You know, one beats the other and another beats the other. So let's just open up one of these Axies. The current breed count for this beast right here, it's currently been bred once out of these 7 times. You can see the rarity of this beast, meaning is it a pure beast? Does it have other characteristics of other classes, so on and so forth. You can see the stats of this Axie because, again, this is what you're going to be using when you're playing in the 3v3 arena mode. And you really want to make sure you have a strong team starting off the bat, so that way you're not losing a lot of games. Because if you're losing a lot of games, you're not going to be making SLP because you're not going to be winning anything. Next, we have abilities. So every single Axie comes with a set list of 4 abilities. Those abilities are determined by the body parts of your Axie. So as you play the game, as you dive into it, it's very important to understand which cards go well with which, because these cards are what you're going to be using when you're playing on the arena mode. You have a list of 4 cards per Axie, so you're going to get a total of 12 cards for every single Axie that you have. And again, you have 3 Axies. And because this is on the blockchain, you can actually see which 2 Axies were bred to create the Axie that you're currently buying. And something I may have forgotten to mention, these Axies are NFTs, right? These are NFTs that you can actually play in the Axie Infinity metaverse, right? The actual use case for these Axies is inside of the game. So when you're purchasing an Axie, you're actually purchasing an NFT, so that way you can actually play it inside of the game. So again, quick review, we have the stats, we have the body parts, we have the abilities that come with this Axie. And if we actually look at another Axie, let's look at this bird class, you can see different set list of cards, right? So every single class carries a different set list of cards. This is what this bird looks like. And I'm actually going to show you guys what one of my scholars is currently running for its team. So as you can see, I have a bird, I have a plant, and I have a reptile. I do plan on swapping this reptile for an aqua. This is actually one of my scholars. And in case I haven't touched on it, another way that you can make money in this game is through scholars. So instead of actually playing the game yourself, what you can do is you can actually hop inside of the Axie Infinity server, which I'll actually show you guys real quick. So this is what the server looks like. And as you can see, if you go to scholarships, every single, couple minutes, couple seconds, there's hundreds of thousands of people looking to be a scholar for a manager like myself. People that basically have these Axies that don't have the time to play, but definitely want to gift them to somebody else, so that way you can split the profit on the SLP that's made. So just to kind of show you guys how this works as well, I'm gonna log into my Ronin. This is how much I made with my scholar in the last 2 weeks. So in the last 2 weeks, we did 1,600 SLP, which gave me a payout of 145 USD. Now, it's not a lot of money. It's not crazy money. This is just the start of my Axie Infinity journey. But I just wanted to make this video to break it down and show you guys how exactly this game works, how you can make money with this game, and the potential earnings with Axie Infinity. And since we're on the topic of potential earnings, as you guys saw, one of my scholars made 145 USD in the last 2 weeks. This is actually a scholarship calculator. So let's just say at the time of making this video, you already have 5 scholars. Let's say SLP is at the price 0.09, so 9 cents. And let's say that scholar makes anywhere from 125 SLP on average per day, right? This is definitely doable. These aren't crazy numbers. I actually know people that make a lot more SLP, anywhere from 200 to 300, because there's such a high ranking on the arena. but let's just say 125 SLP per day. That would give you a daily profit of 56 USD, which would give you a monthly profit of 1,695 USD. That's a total of 18,750 SLP. But if you were running a scholarship with 5 scholars, you would pay 50% to these scholars. So let's actually adjust this number, 50%. So let's say this is your payout for your 5 scholars. You would actually walk away with $847.95 USD, which is 9,375 SLP with 5 scholars if they're earning an average of 125 SLP at the 9-cent price range that it's currently at right now. Again, this is definitely doable. These aren't fabricated numbers. I already know people that are basically making these numbers and a lot more with 10 different scholars, with 20 different scholars. It just takes a good initial investment to start up these scholars. And like I said, at the time of me making this video, it takes $500 to $1,000 USD to start up one team of scholars. So 3 Axies in total. So let's say you started 5 scholars. So it would take you anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000, maybe even $6,000 USD to start up 5 scholarships and start making 850 USD a month as a manager. And again, the possibilities are endless. So realistically, it all depends on how much you want to put down. So let's say you had 10 scholars. Now you're walking away with roughly 3.4K USD a month in SLP, if SLP holds that 9-cent price range. But that's a total of 1.6K as a manager on your end. Next, I actually just want to go over some technical analysis on SLP. So as you guys can see, we recently retested the all-time low. And this is also very important to understand because I personally believe that if you're getting invested into Axie Infinity right now, you're literally in the best possible price that you can get into this token. The last time we were here was May 2021. Never been at a price point like this. This is literally the first and last time. But as you can see, we've retested again and we're already continuing on a bullish run. We had a breakup structure, which means market may be turning to the upside and we might have a 10-cent SLP. But now what I'm doing is I'm looking to stack up on more scholarships, buy more teams now that SLP is at a beautiful price and the floor is roughly around 150 USD. But that's going to wrap up this video on Axie Infinity. Hopefully you guys learned something. If you did, please drop a like, subscribe to the channel. Also drop a comment if you're already invested into Axie Infinity, what your teams are, if you have a scholarship. I want to know and I'll reply back to everybody. My name is Carlos Lopez. Take it easy, you guys.